Hey guys, this is Brielle Camiolo from Deity, Philadelphia. Today I'm going to show you how I installed the Fairy Bronze Mother tent lights. There are two LED strips that have a cord attached to connect each other, and then at one of the bottoms of one of them, you're able to connect them to an outlet to allow more light into your tent. So here I have the command strip hooks that I'm going to attach to the back of the LED strips. And when I'm attaching them, I'm going to make sure that I have them double-sided. So I'm going to connect two command strips together. As you can see, I already have the one side already on my my lights because I make sure that I put the Velcro in every single one of my tents. So they're all set and ready to go, and I only need to attach one command strip on each LED light. And then I'll just have multiple packs left over so I can put them in each of my tents. So what you see here is that I'm attaching the other command strip to connect to the ones I already have put on the LED strips. For you guys, you would just have them both back to back, pull off the adhesive, make it stick to the bottom, and then pretty much what I'm doing now is smoothing it, so making sure that they are perfectly connected and they match each other and everything looks good. You're just going to make sure that you want to do one at the top and the bottom, kind of like how I have placed. So what I'm doing is finishing up the other side to make sure that they both have the command strips on the back of them also. So now they have the sticky adhesive side that is going to connect the LED to the strip and then the strip to the tent. So I apply them on back to back, make sure that they stick to each other, that way the adhesive is sticking out. So when I go to put them on my tent, it's going to be easily done. So what I'm going to do next is pretty much just measure out what it would look like on my tent and make sure that it's going to be doable. Make sure that they'll be able to connect to each other and not have any more pull than needed. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm getting an idea of like where I would connect it to make sure that it goes good. And then I'm just going to use that adhesive to stick it to the tent when I feel confident and where I'm placing it. So I had the first top pulled off. I'm going to pull off the second. And then I'm going to stick it to the sides of the tent. And then I'm going to make sure that it's on smooth. So I will actually stick it onto the tent and then hold my hand onto the other side of the tent on the exterior. And just push it down smooth to make sure that it's really connected. Because you don't want your lamps flinging off or flying off. You want to make sure that it's smooth, adjust it, and perfect. So as you can see, I had the other one on. I'm making sure I'm holding that other LED strip to make sure that it's not putting too much weight on that other side that I have already attached, so that everything's sturdy connected, everything's well balanced, because you are investing money into your LED strips and you don't want to be you don't want to just fling them around. And then so at the top I actually have the Fairy Bronze Mother clip that I can use to attach. I also use binder clips also to hold it at the top. So what I'm going to do next is turn on my LED strips. As you can see, the right hand side is lit and the right hand side's not. There you go. And then I'll go and attach it. You just pretty much just want to make sure that both of the cords are connected to each other. That way that they both light up. So how I have it connected is that I wanted the LED strip closer to the outlet to make sure that if I'm at somebody's house and I need that right side closer to the outlet, I can just plug it in. Usually I will carry an extension cord and a power surge connector. I always hold it as space bar. That way, no matter what side of the house that I'm at, I will be able to connect my machine, my LED lights, my fan if I bring that too. And now I'm checking to see and make sure that the other side, so let's say if I had an outlet on the other side of the, in case I was at a mobile appointment, for this instance, I'm going to grab my extension cord and my power surge to give me more length, just for these purposes of just showing you guys how to do it. But now I'm checking the opposite sides to make sure that they are attaching to the Velcro and they are placed just as nice and even too. Because you never know, with every house it's going to be so different. You want to make sure that it attaches to both sides. That way if you have to pull the outlet to the left or the outlet to the right, you're able to do that. See, so it definitely works both ways, and and that's going to be great for you guys, because when you're going to, like I said before, when you're going into a house, you want to make sure that you're making it the easiest on yourself and the clients too. Because let's say if the outlet was more by that door, I would just attach the LED bar with the outlet side onto the left hand. But if it was on my right hand side, like as I showed in the first time, So what I'm doing now is I'm grabbing crazy glue. I'm grabbing crazy glue because as I do trust the command strips velcros, I want to make sure it's really secure, because I'm definitely going to be opening up these tents, closing them up. They're going to be in my car, out of my car, and then plus with the weather conditions and all too, I just want to make sure that they're not going to freeze up and lose its adhesive. So I'm pulling a little bit of the command strip off of the tent from the top, and then I'm going to put it right on the sticky part, and I'm going to place it back onto the tent, and then I'm smoothing it out on the exterior of the tent to make sure that it's really thickened. So I will do that to all 4 command strips that I have on the tent, and just picking up a little bit from the top, picking up a little bit from the bottom, smoothing it down, and making sure that they stay in place. And then you just want to be careful when you do pull off those LED strips, when you are attaching the command strips to the tent. You just want to make sure that you're holding it on lightly to the LED strip and holding on to the other side of the command strip that is on the tent. And just make sure that you're pulling lightly so that you take the adhesive part that's going to be to the strip stays with the strip, and that the command strip that is going to be on the tent stays on that part. So you're pretty much just going to separate them, divide them up, and make sure that each part stays on whatever material that it's supposed to be on. So I'm just finishing up the crazy glue on the tents now. And I'll do this with every single tent that I have. Like, this is my newest tent, so I wanted to make sure that I put the command strips in it so that when I have a new client, I'm able to bring my tent lights, because nothing's worse than having these great tent lights to help you with dark rooms, and it really just enhances the experience of bringing a mobile tent into somebody's home. So you don't want to get caught without it. So it's better to just prep your tents, get them done ahead of time. I believe I have 4 tents already set up with these command strips, and then, so like I said before, you just need 1 pack of command strips. So you'll need 4 for your LED lights, and then you will need the rest of it for all your different tents. So you just need 2 on each of the LED lights, and then 2 on the other LED lights, and then you'll have 4 inside your tent total. Thank you guys so much for watching.